Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Casillejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey Gee.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna. Amy.
Hold on.
I was just a little thrown
Lacey,
off.
say that again.
And I'm Lacey Gee.
Thank you. Okay. Sorry, I had your microphone turned off.
Sorry, I was thrown off because
I know we're out of order.
we're sitting in a different. Amy's sitting in a different spot today,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and we usually go in a circle when we introduce ourselves, but this time
It's my
she's
fault.
in the circle, but in a different spot. I'm good. It just threw me off for a second. Sorry.
I was just waiting.
Why are you in a different spot? Are you and Lacey?
We're
Fighting?
not. We're
'Cause
not
you-
beefing. The spaghetti talk was pretty serious before, but I think we're okay. No, there's some other stuff in my place, so I don't want to.
Yeah, we're recording before someone has gotten all of their stuff out of the studio.
Did you hear me? I said my place. That was so rude.
This is a shared space,
I
but
borrow
the place
it.
you normally sit.
Well, Amy, the last rankings were just mentioned. I was wondering, are we going to get a spaghetti story today?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think anybody really cares, other than the fact.
Oh,
Other than the
we
fact
care.
Oh,
that they exist, I don't think anybody
no.
wants
Let me.
to hear
No,
them.
Amy. Hold on. I absolutely not. This is inexcusable. Hold on.
Okay.
Quote. Wait, let me find it.
I think it was the most surprising thing from last episode. I mean, Anna picking Haunted as number one was also a shock
It was.
in the rankings.
I know
but
they're up in the air as to who was more shocking. Okay, so we are now on YouTube, which is very exciting. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We got a comment on our YouTube channel
Okay.
from Brinkley Whiteman 54, and they said, "I do badly need the spaghetti stories right this instant." Quote.
And Amy, I'm thinking that whenever you do finally share all of your spaghetti
Right.
stories, I think you need to do a parody song, and you call it Antipasta. Like Auntie Leroy.
I love it.
I'm looking forward to it.
I love
like
it.
I like it. Also, speaking of our YouTube channel, you guys were so close to having a winner for our first YouTube giveaway.
Cool. And
When-
what are the details on that?
So we're giving away a little surprise package to one randomly selected subscriber when we hit 1,300 subscribers on our YouTube channel, which in this current moment in time as we are recording, we are very close to hitting.
Cool.
So we're very excited. Should I say what we're giving away or
Sure.
let it be a surprise?
Oh.
Well, we didn't say before.
So do we want it to be a surprise once the winner is selected?
Sure.
But I'm excited about it, so you should be too.
yay.
And so today we are going to be breaking down. No, we're not breaking anything down. We are going to be ranking our favorites from 1989. Now,
Well,
this is very difficult. This is
It
very
is.
hard.
Well, because we've already broken down the vault tracks
Mhm.
because we wanted to dive straight into the vault when we got 1989 Taylor's version. Usually we go in track list order and the vault is at the end. But with 1989, we wanted to start with the vault. So we didn't do our initial album rankings. But now that before we get into Welcome to New York, which is track 1 on 1989, we have to know what our favorites are.
Because initially we did do a ranking, but it was just the vault tracks.
Right.
Because these vault tracks are next level. So we had a couple days with the vault tracks, got to listen to them, came in and ranked those, but we haven't done our pre-album ranking because now we're going to get into 1989 big time and see how our feelings change over the course of the album.
And we also just did our Speak Now rankings. So there's lots of rankings going on right now on this
We're in our
podcast.
era's era.
We are. We're in our rankings era is what we're in.
Yeah.
Now, before we get started, Anna, do you have a silly story that you want to tell?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the best way to set it up.
Was that the
Okay.
segue you were hoping for?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so now that all of our, we as Swifties, now that we, at least me, have suddenly become football fans, right? Did everybody watch the Kansas City Chiefs game yesterday? This is so crazy.
I did.
The Kansas City Chiefs won against the Buffalo Bills. It was very exciting. So I was traveling last night when the game was on, and my husband, Ryan, he watches, football all the time on his phone, like whatever, like just anywhere we are. Kind of like me with the Eras tour, with like an AirPod in. However, I was traveling by myself because we were on different flights. And I woke up from a nap on the plane, and the guy in front of me was watching the Chiefs and Bills game. And I was like, maybe I should just watch it. Never in my life have I just turned on a football game A, just anywhere. B, on a plane when like I could watch Netflix. I had a book that I'm reading, but I said, no, let me watch this Kansas City Chiefs game. But then this is the silly part. So I know that football fans can be a little superstitious, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
Nick?
Correct.
totally.
Very
Yeah.
correct.
You know, because well, at least for like my alma mater, like whenever TCU plays, I know that our coach, like if we were playing bad during halftime, he would go and change his shirt. And it was like a thing. It was like a superstition thing that we would like play better. And I know some of my friends, like if my friend is standing when his team is doing well, he won't sit back down because he's like superstitious about like, oh, if I sit down, that's going to happen. Anyway, so I was watching the football game on my little screen, but I was listening to Taylor Swift, right? Because I wasn't listening to I don't know, what are they saying? I don't know. So I was listening to Taylor Swift, and the game got really, really, really close. And then there was a song that came on that, in most cases, I would skip it. Let's be honest. It was me.
Okay.
But I thought to myself, what if I skip it and then the Chiefs do poorly?
Yeah, you hadn't skipped yet.
I hadn't skipped anything. So I just didn't skip the song, and then the Chiefs won.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
I know that's crazy, and I know that's silly, but I was a superstitious Swiftie there for a second.
Yeah.
I love that story. I thought you were going to say that you flipped on and immediately saw the hand heart.
That was so cute.
Yes, because while you were traveling, you were giving us sports updates. And that's the only thing that I saw yesterday was Travis Kelce getting the touchdown and putting up the hand heart. Then I did get filled in this morning on TikTok. Ty Wilson 13 has a really good sports breakdown because he starts it off with what Taylor Swift was wearing.
Right.
But then he does get into the sports, and I guess there's one more game till the Super Bowl. So, like, they're going really far, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
That
right.
was
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that's my sports update. No, I'm not following at all, like Anna, but I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to keep up. We want to support Taylor, support Travis.
Mhm.
And you're wearing a Taylor and Travis sweatshirt right now.
I am. I want to love like Taylor and Travis.
That's
A
so
friend
cute.
gave me this for my birthday. I just had a birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And gave me this shirt. It's really, really sweet. I love it. I love the thought behind it. I'm glad to finally have a Taylor and Travis shirt. Yes, there's a but. But of course, whenever I opened it, I was like, thank you. I'm not. Like, I'm good. Like, but thank you. I'm still going to wear it. And then I was like, why did I just say that?
What, like you don't have to have a love like Taylor
she's
and
in her
Travis
single-
right now?
she's in
yeah,
her
I'm
yeah,
just in my
era.
single era.
Yeah,
That's it. If I was to find love, I would want a love like theirs for sure. But that's it. I was just like, oh my gosh, thank you. I love it. It's my first piece of Taylor and Travis merch.
It
So
looks
I'm really
really soft.
excited about it.
It
yeah.
looks really soft. It's really cute.
yeah.
You know, normally after a football game, after a Travis Kelce football game, a Chiefs game, Taylor is all over the internet. What was Taylor doing? What was she wearing? That is happening. But there is another star from yesterday's game, and that's Travis's brother, Jason.
Oh, my goodness.
Love
He is
him.
in so many pictures and videos because before the game, he went and tailgated with fans around the stadium.
And is
not
that-
just like one tailgate. He was at multiple tailgates playing drinking games, chugging alcohol, just being crazy.
Question.
Yeah.
Because Jason Kelce plays for the Eagles.
Correct.
Is it normal for, like, a player to tailgate for, like, another team?
I don't think so.
Or
I
is
don't
it
think
or
so
is it because
either.
he's, like, Jason Kelce?
I think it's just
Because he's
Jason
so,
Kelsey's going, supporting his brother, and
Yeah.
he's going to have fun at the same time.
And he's
Yeah.
so lovable.
Yeah.
and I mean, like, you normally don't wear another team's gear, but I mean, he was wearing a Chiefs beanie, I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
and like, he was there for his brother.
And then during the game, he took his shirt off, and he's a big dude. You know, he's a center, so he's got his chest hair all out and his belly, and he's drinking beers. He's jumping out of the suite that he was in with Taylor.
Yeah.
He's jumping out of the suite into the crowd, into the stands,
I think passing out beers.
passing out beers. There was a little girl that had a sign, a poster that said, I love Taylor or something, and he picked the girl up and brought her up to the
Stop.
window of the suite, and Taylor waved back at her and stuff.
That's
Aw.
precious.
Jason Kelsey,
Yes.
like, yeah, the Chiefs won, but I think Jason Kelsey is winning on social media
Yeah.
today.
Oh, that is
Totally.
so
Yeah.
precious.
Okay,
Oh, I love
question.
that.
It was snowy where they were too, right? I think
think
I
so,
saw
yeah, it's
some
pretty
snow.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in Buffalo.
And also, he announced that he's retiring.
I don't think
Is-
he's officially announced it yet.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
it's assumed, but I don't think it's official.
It was like the reports were
official.
saying that he had like announced it to his teammates in the locker room, but then he went on the New Heights podcast and was like, "I'm gonna announce it at the right time, whenever it
Okay.
is." So I think he was just kind of saying like, there's rumors about it, but like you said, I don't think he's officially announced it.
I don't think he's officially announced it, and I think some reporters were announcing it that, like Anna said, yeah, he told the locker room. That really hurts. That's taking his thunder away from his big moment, so he'll give it a breather. Maybe it's after the season or something, and then he'll...
Or maybe he changed his mind. I don't know.
Maybe he'll change his mind. Yeah, we'll just have to see.
Are the Eagles not in the playoffs?
They're done.
Okay.
They're done. Yeah, they lost last week, so they're done.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, are we ready to start breaking down? I keep saying breaking down.
You're just
Are we
used to
ready to do our rankings?
Yes.
For 1989?
Yeah.
Yes.
This was by far the hardest ranking I've ever had to do.
Because this is your
This is
1989.
my album.
Yeah.
You're a
I'm a
1989
1989 baby. And I said baby.
Yeah, you did.
I
I said
said
baby.
girly.
And I love it so much. I got my official 1989 hat from
Finally.
the Taylor Swift store. That
You're looking
came
very
in the mail.
Evermore, though.
I did think I put this on. I got my 1989 hat, but I do feel very Evermore.
The other album we haven't broken down yet.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it one day. So we're going to start at number 5. We'll go around the room until we get to our number 1.
When we get to our number ones, can we guess? I feel like I have a guess on what all of y'all are going to say.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Man, this is hard. Okay, but I'm going to start coming in at number 5. My 5th favorite track on 1989 is a vault track, Is It Over Now? I love this song. Since this album came out, this has been the song that I listen to the most from 1989 Taylor's version. And I knew I was probably going to put one vault track in there, and this, I think, is my favorite vault track. So I'm doing this one. Is It Over Now? Number 5 for me. Lacey, what's your number 5?
Number 5 for me, it can be a struggle, but it's worth it. Dry January right here. Number 5, Clean.
Oh.
I know that's not...
I was like, where is this going?
I know that's not what she is talking about, but to be able to use that sort of alliteration to be able to paint a picture about being able to get rid of somebody and now I'm clean from you. I love this song. I love that the 4 of us were together at the Eras Tour in Arlington. We got to see it back whenever we were the chosen ones early on in the Eras Tour. Since then, Taylor has had many fans be the chosen ones, but then we were called favorites because we got Death by a Thousand Cuts and Clean.
Twice.
Yes.
Because she messed it up
Yes.
and did it again.
Yes.
Mhm.
And it was so beautiful, but Clean is just such a wonderful song, and I can't wait to get more into it and break it down with y'all.
Yay.
Lacey, I did see a lot of YouTube comments saying something about being sober and loving this song for that reason. You know, it could be taken any way you want to take it.
Absolutely.
And this is me trying. I mean, she's written stuff before from every perspective, which is one of the many things that I love about her is that she thinks of absolutely everybody, I feel like. But yeah, Dry January, that's a separate conversation, but Clean. Love this song.
Excellent.
Okay,
love it.
I think it's my turn, even though we're sitting out of order.
Yeah,
We're,
go ahead,
well,
Amy.
we're going to go in like a figure 8.
Okay. Amy,
Okay.
number
Infinity symbol. Like the man wall. Mm-hmm.
5. Amy,
I
Amy.
have
number 5.
Blank Space as number 5. I think the
Whoa.
cadence is everything. Cherry lips, crystal skies. It's just such a fun song and one of the greatest music videos.
Oh, agree. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, yeah,
separate,
that's another
separate
episode.
Yeah.
Ranking music videos.
I got to say, the hardest thing for me in that song is getting the on the right
Oh,
beat.
the pen? Did you?
I can't get it on
I
the
think
right
your
beat
click
ever.
is wrong too.
Huh?
Am I a click jugger?
You
Judger?
are a click jugger. You are.
How is
Judger.
it supposed to sound?
I'm not gonna do it. 'cause
I
now
got a
it's gonna be
blank
wrong.
space, baby.
And I'll write your name.
No, you didn't do the click.
No, I'm not going to. I
Oh.
just said I'm not.
Oh, wait, here. Let's get the actual. All right, hit me again, Nick.
I got a blank space, baby. And I'll write your name.
I don't even know if you
That
can
was
hear that in the
perfect.
microphone.
That was perfect.
Did you see the guy at the Eras Tour that took a pen?
Yes.
And like, held it up and just like clicked it right
Adorable.
at the heart.
I need someone in a full-size pin costume to go to the
Yes.
Kind of
Eras
surprised
tour.
we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, that'd
hey,
be pretty good.
There's an
Sorry,
idea.
I
There's an
judged
idea.
you, Nick.
All right, thank you, Amy. Anna, number 5.
Okay, this was also really difficult because 1989 is the pop Bible. For number 5, I put Now That We Don't Talk. I think as far as the vault tracks go, it's been one of the biggest growers for me. It's also the shortest, but it's the one that gets stuck in my head like all the time. And I love it. I'm pretty sure that when we ranked just the vault, I had that one pretty low. And if I were to do it again, it'd be a lot higher. So I have that at number 5 for the overall album. Now that
Wonderful.
we don't talk.
All right. So let's move on to number 4. For me, my fourth favorite song on 1989 is Out of the Woods. I love Out of the Woods. It puts me in an incredible mood. Normally I probably wouldn't love repetition because she says out of the woods 100 times in this song. But for whatever it is, it's the music, it's the lyrics, and the repetitive nature of the song. Whenever she's saying this over and over, I feel like I'm getting lost in the woods. And I feel like that's part of what the song is. It's like a maze, and I can't get out of the song because it traps me. I just love Out of the Woods so much. It puts me in such a great mood. So that is why it is number 4.
Do you think that, at least for me, specifically with Out of the Woods, did you grow to love it more after the live performance from the
Absolutely.
from the 1989 World Tour?
Absolutely.
I think sometimes I do feel like a live performance just elevates it, and that specifically elevated that song for me.
No,
So,
100%.
love
I'm right
that.
there with you. I wouldn't say I would skip it, but after I saw that live performance, I was like, okay.
You appreciate it more.
I appreciate the song a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, Lacey, what's your fourth favorite?
All right, number 4. So, disclaimer, I wasn't a full-on 1989 girly until now, and it's hard for me I didn't want to put too many vault tracks on the rankings just because her classics are hits too.
Yeah.
And I don't want to just show love to the new ones, even though a lot of this music is relatively new to me. I'm familiar with it, but this is my first time really, really diving into it. So it was hard to choose which vault tracks I wanted to put on this. But number 4 for me is Now That We Don't Talk.
Oh, there we go.
Because I love the sassiness. I don't have to pretend I like acid rock. And really the next line is the one that does it for me. Or that I like to be on a mega yacht with important men who think important thoughts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that line. I love the sass. I can't believe this song wasn't on in the first place. I can't believe it's the shortest song.
I know.
Because it's such a bop. I love it. So
But
number 4.
I do love it. It's like a fun little trivia bit.
Mm-hmm. Now That We Don't Talk, number 4 for me.
All right, Amy, what's your fourth favorite?
Okay, I have to confess, You Are in Love was not on my radar until your wedding.
Really?
No. And
what an honor.
I know, it's number 4 now. I love the story. I love the love story, the hope message that it gives. It's top notch.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, love that.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
And Anna, that was your first dance?
Yes.
That was your first
You Are
dance.
in Love was Ryan and I's first dance at our wedding this past summer. So special.
All right.
Spoiler to my ranking later.
Yeah, right. All right, Anna. Anna, what's number 4 for you?
For number 4, I see, Lacey, I was kind of also the same. Like, it's tough because the 1989 vault is so strong, but the album is also so strong, and they're just absolute classics. But I couldn't not have Is It Over Now on my rankings. I think it's just, man, that's a pop bop, and I love it. And I mean, it shot to number 1 when 1989 Taylor's version came out. It's still getting like radio airplay and everything, and it's just so catchy, and I just love it so much. So I have Is It Over Now at number 4.
Wonderful. Now, let's get to number 3 as soon as I can pull it up on my computer. All right, so for me, number 3, I believe it should be ranked a little higher sometimes. Some people might say, but I'm going to say this, I think, might be one of the top 10 best pop songs ever written. It is so good, and it is New Romantics.
I'm
Yeah.
shocked. That was going to be my number 1 for you.
Yeah,
I know,
I thought you'd have that higher.
There's some others that just have a
What
different kind of hold on me,
happened?
but
Okay.
New Romantics, just like all of her vault tracks, how this was not on the album when it first
Yeah.
came out. Was it a Target exclusive song? Is
It
that
was.
what
I mean, it was a bonus track.
It was a bonus track.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this song is just so freaking good. It has everything that you want in a pop song, and it's perfect. I love it. New Romantics. It'll put you in the best mood ever. It's number 3 for me.
Wow, Nick. I had to hurry up and finish drinking my water because I almost spit it out whenever
Because
you
I
said
didn't rank
that.
it higher?
Yeah. You just really caught me by surprise with that one.
I know.
I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready for you to throw New Romantics out there
There
just
are
yet.
2 other tracks that just have a hold on me that I can't shake. So New Romantics has to be number 3.
Was that an Easter egg? Is it Shake It Off?
It is not. Spoiler alert, Shake It Off does not make this list for me.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Well, Nick, much like you, New Romantics is number 3 for me. I really like the song. I love the whole vibe that it brings to the album where she's too busy dancing to get knocked off her feet. And I kind of feel like that's more the era that I'm in instead of the love era.
What you're wearing on your shirt?
Yeah, I will be there one day. But I love that she just owns it. I love that she knows that she gets hate, but she's building a castle out of all the bricks, and she's just too busy dancing the night away to give a crap. I love this song, and I'm surprised that it made it on my list. I thought that would be a little shocking for y'all. I might have another shocker in there as well. But New Romantics, number 3 for me.
Love it. All right, Amy, what's number 3 for you?
I have style.
Which number 3 is really Amy's number 1, right?
3?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, number 3 is Amy's number 1.
Okay, sorry. I
It's okay.
completely steamrolled
It's
your...
okay.
Amy's number 3
I could
is
not-
most people's number 1.
I could not wait to say it, so that's why I jumped all over you. Yeah, style.
Style's great.
Yeah, I really don't know what else to say other than it just has something. There's something. It has something. There's something about it.
It's
And-
laced with something.
Yeah.
Style. I love it.
Yep.
Great choice. All right, Anna, what's your number 3?
At number 3, I have, okay, and this is a song that I think changed for me when I got Taylor's version, and that's I Know Places.
Great
That
song.
was the one I was gonna
I
pick number
know.
1 for you.
Oh, really?
I'm not gonna be able to. I can't guess.
Wow,
I
okay.
can't guess with you.
I think I liked it before Taylor's version, sure, but it wasn't something that was like I guess like how you had said like on my radar.
Mhm.
I knew it, I liked it, but it wouldn't have been in my top 5 if I'm being honest. But then when we got Taylor's version, the growl in her voice went, and we run. Oh my God. It just I restart the whole song after that part because I need to listen to it again. I Know Places, Taylor's version, changed the game for me. So it's number 3 on my ranking, also known as Amy's other number 1.
Okay, can we explain the significance of number 3, though, for our
yes.
new listeners?
Yes.
Should I?
Sure, go for it, Amy.
Amy's version.
We
were
were
ranking.
We were ranking track 5, and I had All Too Well as number 3. And I'm not talking about the 10-minute version.
This was
is
before.
Before we even knew about the 10-minute version, right?
Yeah, this was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
This was at the very, very start of our podcast.
And I got a lot of flack for it. A lot of
From
people,
us.
a lot of people didn't like that.
But I think what made it so iconic was because we were ranking all our track 5s and we were going track by track and then saying where we put them. And so Nick, I think you had said okay, All Too Well, we all know, let's all say it at the same time. So we all said 1 and we heard Amy's just voice in the background going 3 and then we just go, did you say 3?
We all just had a guttural,
Yeah.
our bodies just reacted. Our minds didn't react. Our bodies reacted
Yeah.
to this blasphemy that was coming out of Amy's mouth.
But I have made a correction since then. Since the 10-minute version
Sure.
has come out, that is number 1 for sure.
And most importantly, everyone, yourself included, is entitled to their own opinion.
Sure.
We were shocked, and I think it's more the sound clip that lives on
Yeah.
for forever.
Did you say
the 3? Yeah, so that's something that we've constantly brought up since then. But Amy, you stand your ground.
Yeah.
You pick whatever you want to pick.
Snack size, it's number 3. I'm standing by it.
All right, so let's move on to let's move on to number 2 for me on 1989 Taylor's version. You Are in Love. I love this song. I've said it so many times. I hate repeating my life's story all the time, and I'll say it again when we break this down. I love this song because, of course, it reminds me of my wife and our love story. And it's true. Whenever you are in a relationship where you completely trust each other, you can hear it in the silence. You can just feel it. When I'm driving home from my parents' house home and we don't say a word to each other, we still know we're the most in love we've ever been. And that's just what this song says. And I also love that it's simple. It's not an over the top. It doesn't have lots of different elements in it. It's a very simple love song.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's number 2 for me. Lacey, what you got at 2?
When I leave my New Romantics era and I enter into my Lover era, I want it to be with my number 2 pick, You Are in Love. And like Amy, this song was not on my radar until Anna's wedding.
Ah, look at
And,
me doing a Swifty duty.
I like to look at songs in relatability, and I cannot relate to this song, but it's still on my top track list of Taylor's discography, period. And the part that says, one night he wakes, strange look on his face, pauses, and then says, "You're my best friend." And that's just goals. That is Taylor and Travis goals right there. So that song's a banger on repeat in my ear. Number 2, You Are in Love.
Love it. Great choice. All right, Amy, let's go with you. Number 2.
I have Clean.
What? Oh, I was going to guess that as your number 1.
I know. It's a beautiful
Oh.
story of conquering something successfully. And I don't know. From the lyrics, hung my head as I lost the war and the sky turned black like a perfect storm. And then 2, and by morning gone was any trace of you. I was finally clean. I don't know. It's just, it's doing something you wanted to do. You know? It's like not everybody can accomplish that. Some
Yeah.
people just get stuck.
Yeah.
Wow, I really thought that was going to be your number 1.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to
Number
think of
2.
something else. Okay.
All right. Anna, let's go with you. Number 2.
At number 2, I have I Wish You Would.
Really?
Yes! I love this song, and I have always loved this song. And it's funny because, like, a couple months ago, I posted something on TikTok about how something about the song I Wish You Would, and I was really excited for Taylor's version or something. And somebody commented being like, I've never heard anyone say that I Wish You Would is in their top songs from 1989. I was like, what? I love this song.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you would. It's so catchy, and I love the repetition of the W. I wish you would come back. I just it's so great. I love it so much. I knew this was. I had like my top 2 like locked in, and then 3, 4, and 5 were kind of the ones that I was switching around a little bit. But yeah, I love I Wish You Would. I think it's great. If there's one I Wish You Would fan, it's me. Just kidding. There's probably somebody that has it as their number 1. It's my number 2, but love it.
All right, so now let's get into our favorite songs from 1989 Taylor's version. Does anybody want to guess what mine is?
Style.
That's correct. It is Style. I love Style.
Do I get a point?
Sure. It has always been, so far, no one has knocked it off. This is my favorite Taylor Swift song. I love this song so much. Like Amy says, it's just got something about it.
Yep.
I think it's a wonderful pop song. I love that when you think about it, you can think of fun music industry Hollywood drama with her and Harry Styles. There's just so much that comes to mind when I hear the song. I just absolutely love it. I love it. It's like in my veins. I love Style.
That song, I think since you've said just over the years people have asked me, since you've said that you love this song so much, when I hear the song, I think of you.
Oh, good.
And then Harry.
Yeah.
But
Thank
you
you
first.
Yeah, thank you. And when we got to go see the Eras Tour, I think one of my favorite parts was we got to sit pretty close to the stage and where she comes to the very front, like where she would perform the surprise songs.
Mm-hmm.
And she did Style right there. And so I was just 10 rows away from Taylor Swift performing my favorite song. It was incredible. It was so great.
Soaking it in.
Yes.
It was
oh my
for
gosh,
you.
it was awesome.
It was for you.
Yes, I loved it. So number 1 for me, Style. Lacey?
Oh, can we guess?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Have you said, is it over now?
I have not.
Oh, that is a good
Mm.
That's
guess.
my guess.
That is a good guess. I was thinking it's going to be something like, well, I actually thought it was going to be New Romantics, but you already said that.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess Bad Blood.
Amy is correct
Oh,
for number
I
1.
get a
It
point.
is
Point for
it is
Amy.
a vault track, and I feel like I'm doing sort of a disservice to Taylor to rank a vault track as number 1, considering it's so new.
I don't think that's a disservice.
Well, I guess just a disservice to 1989 in general, because there are so many great songs on there. But Is It Over is such a bop. It's so telling, and it has made it into my general liked list, not just Taylor Swift discography liked list. So Is It Over Now, number 1 for me. Once you get that song stuck in your head, you can't help but sing it. However, let's fast forward to 300 takeout coffees later. I just had a takeout coffee incident of my own at home. So be careful if you are trying to transfer coffee over. That was my stupidity. But Is It Over Now? Love that song for me. Number 1.
All right, Amy, let's go with you. What do we think Amy's favorite track on 1989?
I was going to guess Clean.
It would have been a good guess.
So my other one for Amy, just based on her general taste, I'm going to say This Love.
Okay. Anybody else?
I was going to say I Know Places.
Okay, Nick.
I'm going to say New Romantics. Did you guess? No, that was already on your
I
list.
haven't said it.
Okay, New
It's-
Romantics.
It's actually Wildest Dreams.
Oh, that is, yeah, okay,
Okay.
that was a good, that was a good guess, Amy. That was good.
It's a good guess. It's an earworm, and for sentimental reasons, me and Morgan, my daughter, love this song so much. We belt it out. We sing it. We always put it on in the car. It's something we connect with together, and that's why I have it as number one.
Love it.
Aw, that's a
That's
great.
great.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
All right, Anna, what is Anna's favorite on this? Have you said You Are in Love yet?
You're in love.
You're in love.
Correct.
Okay. Why?
You are in love.
Why?
Well, like I said earlier, this was the song that Ryan and I danced to. This was our first dance song at our wedding. We got married this past July. I've told the story like 100 times, but I'll tell it again. I guess when Ryan and I were friends, because we were friends before we started dating. When we were friends, it was when the original 1989 album came out back in 2014, and we were in college. And when that album came out, me and my friend Danielle were sitting at Chick-fil-A on campus listening to the album in full, and Ryan came and joined us and listened to the whole album with us. And when we got to You Are in Love, in that moment, I thought this would be such a lovely first dance song at a wedding. Like, how cool is that? And then when Ryan and I started dating, I had already thought about it. But I didn't say anything because that's crazy.
Yeah.
It is.
But I had thought it. I was like, man, if we were to get married, You Are in Love would be the perfect first dance song. And then we dated for 7 years, and I did not tell him this ever.
Wow.
And then right after he proposed to me, like a few days later, I brought it up. I was like, have you thought about what you want our first dance song to be? He was like, no, I haven't thought about it. Have you? And I was like, actually, yes.
A little bit.
I was like, I've
just
actually
kind of thinking.
already picked it out 7 years ago. I hope that's cool. And he was like, what? So he was totally in. He loved it. He loved that I already had it in mind. And it's so special. And I obviously think of him when I hear it. And it was such a wonderful first dance song. We didn't have Taylor's version when we got married, but we have it now. So yeah, that's my number one on 1989.
Well, you have to redo your first dance.
with
with
the
Taylor's version.
Oh, with Taylor's version, yes. We actually watched a YouTube video, how to learn how to dance, because neither of us are dancers.
Well, if I remember correctly, did Ryan do a little choreography during your first dance?
Well, we tried on when he would spin me and stuff.
I
So.
think you did great.
Oh, you did
Because
great.
I
yeah.
specifically wanted him to spin me on the part where it's like, you two are dancing in a snow globe round and round.
Did he nail it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I mean, I didn't know if he did it on the exact moment you wanted him to do it.
Yeah.
I remember him spinning you.
And my favorite part of the wedding video is the part where it says pauses and says, "You're my best friend." He did say, he mouthed that to me. He says, "You're my best friend," and that's on camera. And I cry. Oh, so it's just so special, man. Get the tissues ready for when we get to that song.
Okay.
That's so sweet. I also have a couple of fond memories from 1989 album before we officially dive into it. One, us girlies went to the Sour Prom together, and Wildest Dreams came on, and Anna said very loudly, "Is this Taylor's version?"
Because it was right after Wildest Dreams Taylor's version came out.
Yes,
Remember? Because
yes.
she dropped that one just
Way
randomly
early,
when
yeah.
it was getting hype on
Getting-
TikTok.
Right.
Yeah, I do. I remember that, Lacey. You're like, "Is this Taylor's version?"
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that went a little viral, and people were asking for it to be a sound.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's just hilarious to me, and I love that moment with y'all. Also, whenever another song from Taylor's version came out before we got the whole album, This Love, and there was a dance that was going viral. So we all did the dance, and Amy's part in this dance for a social media, I'm not gonna.
Oh,
you're
the
gonna.
dead?
Yes. Was hilarious. And I still love that video. So that's kind of my personal connections to 1989 before we do a full deep dive into it. But I'm really excited to start breaking down this album officially. We've already gone through the vault tracks so far. And we have a lot to discuss and a lot to get into in 1989 Taylor's version. So I'm really excited.
I'm
Me
excited.
too.
Nick, as the 1989 representative of
Mhm.
the show, do you think there's any chance that like your top 2 or 3 rankings change by the end of our breakdown.
No, there's no
Really?
way. There's no way. New Romantics, You Are in Love, and Number One Style. I don't think.
Even the order of those 3?
I don't think so.
He's
I mean,
confident.
I mean,
He's like, absolutely
you can
not.
tell me there's 800 links to Shakespeare and Mozart in these, but that's great. But it's not going to change my rankings.
Mine might change. I don't
You
know.
think so?
They might. I don't know.
I didn't have my
one-
bottom half.
I did not have
Might.
one vault track.
Yeah.
In my top 5, and if I keep on
Keep on.
listening, keep on keeping on, it might change. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is exciting.
Yes, this is very exciting. We are finally in our 1989 era, like full on. We've been doing like half in Speak Now, half in with vault tracks on 1989, but now moving forward,
We're committed.
steamrolling into 1989.
Okay, but what if Taylor drops Reputation Taylor's version like
I don't
this
know what
Friday?
I don't know what we would do.
That would be just our luck.
I think we just have to wait.
I think, yeah, we just-
You know what? We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
So on brand, because she's been teasing us. What's up with those cages? Speaking of I Know Places, she's posting about cages again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're. We'll see what happens.
It's just that would happen to us. We're like Nick being like verbatim. We are fully committing to our 1989 era, and something's gonna happen, and I'm excited to see what it is.
She's a little too calm and quiet right now, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, we are 1989
For
in
now.
it. Yeah.
Yay! We're so excited. Also, for anybody listening and or watching, be sure to subscribe to our new channel because as soon as we hit 1,300 subscribers, we have a fun little giveaway that I'm really excited about, and I can't wait to tell you guys what it is.
Yes. Also, be sure to give us a rating on Spotify. That would be super cool. Wherever you listen, give us a rating, and be sure to follow us on YouTube because we're so excited to be there.
And join us next time. We're going to be breaking down Welcome to New York.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.